Hi, welcome to my channel Vishaka. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about the reducing ability of halide ions. Halide ions are most concerned are the chloride, bromide, and the iodide ions. For this reaction, the reagent uses concentrated sulfuric acid and we treat different metal salts which contain chloride and the bromide and the I minus, and we observe the different observations created by each of these halide ions in the presence of different salts. In the same category, I have taken the chloride ion. I can treat any metal chloride which contains Cl minus ions with concentrated sulfuric acid. I take the examples such as sodium chloride. This is treated with sulfuric acid. The two products produced are hydrogen chloride plus sodium hydrogen sulfate. As it is, I get this, the solid sodium chloride to aqueous sulfuric acid, gaseous hydrogen chloride, as well as it is sodium hydrogen sulfate is produced. In this context, Cl is the minus 1 oxidation state and the minus 1 is still present. Sulfur is plus 6 at the beginning. Sodium hydrogen sulfate also it is plus 6 is the oxidation state. So there is no change in oxidation state of any of those elements. Therefore, this reaction is not a redox reaction. This is not a redox reaction. So in that context, we can see that the Cl minus is unable to reduce sulfur from it is plus 6 oxidation state. So our observation is very much limited. Observation would be steamy white fumes. In this reaction, the only observation is steamy fumes, that is due to hydrogen chloride gas is generated. Hydrogen chloride gas is generated. Observation steamy fumes, and it's not a redox reaction. In the second condition, the B condition, it is taken the bromide ion, treat any metal bromide with concentrated sulfuric acid. If the observation still would be the steamy white fumes because HBr fumes in moist air, this is the hydrogen bromide gas is produced. But in this first reaction is same as with this HCl earlier, but it is the sodium chloride earlier. So immediately as soon as the HBr is produced, there would be further reaction occurs. With bromide ions, it is the HBr gas produced, but immediately HBr reacts with sulfuric acid, produces further products here. It produces free bromine as well as it is the sulfur dioxide as well as the water. So the Br minus changes to 0, the oxidation state changes minus 1 to 0 is the oxidation. Sulfur in plus 6 in sulfuric acid is now reduced to plus 4. So because of that, this reaction we label as a redox reaction because there would be, it is the change in oxidation state of Br minus and the sulfur both are occurring in the same reaction. So immediately as soon as the HBr is produced, it further reacts with sulfuric acid. This made more possible observations compared to the ones which we had seen with the chloride. Our second and this the third and the observation. There are three basic observations. Apart from our first observation of steamy white fumes, there would be two more observations. Brown fumes due to bromine, function smelling gas due to sulfur dioxide. So we can now get an idea of this. Br minus is better and the stronger reducing agent than Cl minus. So the Br minus could reduce sulfur from plus 6 to plus 4. So the surface now reduced from plus 6 to plus 4. Br minus is changes from minus 1 to 0, creating a redox reaction by Br minus ion. Br minus is a stronger reducing agent than Cl minus. So this is that the two basic reactions which combines together, so you can get an idea about that there would be a redox reaction is formed. Now it is taken the I minus ion, treat any metal iodide with concentrated sulfuric acid. I have used here now sodium iodide with sulfuric acid. The hydrogen iodide gas is generated. So the observation number one is the steamy white fumes because hydrogen iodide fumes in the moist air. As soon as the hydrogen iodide generated, it immediately reacts with sulfuric acid producing further products. As soon as this hydrogen gas is being produced, it reacts with sulfuric acid plus 6 oxidation state of sulfur changes to 0 at the same time into minus 2. Plus 6 to minus 2 done by this the I minus ion, it changes into 0, minus 1 to 0. So obviously this is a redox reaction. And in this redox reaction, sulfur changes, sulfur oxidation changes plus 6 to minus 2. So obviously I minus is a better reducing agent than Br minus. Also this is better reducing agent than Cl minus. So we can get this order of the reducing ability. We can get now further observations during this reaction because it is this hydrogen iodide generated. You could see the steamy white fumes. As the hydrogen iodide generates sulfur, it is producing yellow solid, purple fumes, and rotten egg smelling gas of hydrogen sulfide. Few more further observations are there. So we can list down this the further observations is the yellow solid due to the solid sulfur, purple fumes due to the iodine is produced, as well as rotten egg smell, hydrogen sulfide gas is produced. So our first observation hydrogen iodide which produce steamy white fumes. Apart from the steamy white fumes, so it is three more further observations can be made the yellow solid, purple fumes, and rotten egg smell. I hope you understand this is that what we discussed about the reducing ability of the halide ions. So the I minus is that strongest reducing ability with the I minus, and then the Br minus, and the least abilities with I minus. I hope you understood the discussion about this, how you can recognize the greatest as well as the order of this, the reducing ability of halides. Hope to meet up you soon with another video. Thank you so much for watching the video.